Hello adventurers, it is I, Soulless Adventure, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today we are going to be doing a playthrough of my game in the making, a dungeon crawler game called Dungoneer-for-Hire. So if you have been kind of following along, I have been busy this month just doing some playtests and reviewing and just making edits. This is almost done. I'm hoping to release this at the end of the month. So I will be releasing this on my itch.io, so make sure you are following along on that platform there, and then you can see when this is updated. But of course, I'll let folks know here on YouTube and my other social media platforms. But so we will be continuing a playthrough of this game, and I'm so excited. This is the first time I'm designing a dungeon crawler game. So if you have played my other game, The Wizard's Missing Gemstone, so this is kind of the aftermath of what happens in The Wizard's Missing Gemstone. And the story is that Albie has discovered a underground dungeon that holds 5 ancient tomes that will kind of cover all the secrets of the town Corinth. So that is kind of the overall kind of theme. So that is where you'll be going through the dungeon, and you have different employers that you could work for, since basically news went around fast around the town and everyone is trying to get in on the 5 ancient tomes. And so these are your potential employers. And so I think for me, I do kind of want to try maybe Albie. I'll try to work for Albie. So we'll see how that goes. I'll go ahead and erase my character sheet here and show you guys kind of the updated boxes and stuff and how it'll look like. And I also want to light up this candle. So this is a candle by Weeping Wick. Thank you so much, Weeping Wick, for sending me these candles. This is the third one that I haven't tried yet, and it is a Crimson Fizz. So there is kind of smells like cherry. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, so it's a cherry kind of flavor, or smell, not flavor. So I will go ahead and light this, and this will kind of add to the magic of today's playthrough. So I'm excited to check this one out. Alrighty, so we have lit this one up. We'll go ahead and just put it right there in the corner. Okay, so and now we will get started with my playthrough, and I will go ahead and erase some of this stuff here. So the one thing about the updated version for this character sheet, I will actually make some boxes for pendants, and then the better ability pendant. So the max you can hold for pendants would be 2. The regular pendants, which will be found, oh yeah, here on the loot table here, and then as well as the legendary item table here as well. So you can find, yeah, so we'll have a max of 2 regular pendants that you can wear, and then just 1 better ability pendant. Okay, so we will see how this works. I will choose I will choose this guy. So I'll choose this mini, and we will start here. So the goal is for you to explore the dungeon, find 5 of those ancient tomes, and then you must exit the dungeon with those 5 ancient tomes. So alright, and then these are the dice that we're going to be using: 1d6, 1d8, and then 1d4. So we will get started. Okay, cool. I haven't really played my game in a while here. Okay, so let's see here. so where do we want to go? Let's explore room 1. So we are in, oh wait, hold on. Before we start exploring, I totally forgot. I need to update my modifiers and such. Okay, so since I have decided to work for Albie, I can get a starter healing potion. So that'll give me 5 health points there. So I'm going to mark that here that I have 1 healing potion and I can only carry 3. And since I'll be working for Albie the Wizard, I will get a +1 charisma. Okay, so +1 charisma. And then my starter weapon will be a staff. So that would be here. So the staff will be a 1d6 +1. So I'll put staff. And then 1d6 +1 there. And then for my starting modifier, so I start with a +1 and I can choose which ability I want that applied to. So, maybe I'll do a dex. Yeah, for dexterity. So right now my combat is 0, dexterity will be +1, charisma will be +1. Yeah. Okay, I think, yeah, we'll start like that for now. Okay, so we will start in room 1, and I roll on the encounter table here. Okay, so we got a 4, so that means that we got a monster. So this is just for flavor text, but now I want to see the type of monster here that I'll be encountering. Ooh, a hobgoblin. Okay, and then so for combat, when we're just dealing with monsters, Dungeoneers are going to act a little differently here. But for monsters, oh yes, here it is. Okay, so I will always attack first, and then my attacks will always hit, so there's no like missing unless if you roll a 0 there. Okay, so first we will have to see the starting health points of the monster here. So we will roll a 1d4. Okay, so we got a 3. So the monster starts with 10. Okay, so we would write it here. 10 out of 10. And since this is a monster, not a Dungeoneer, we can attack first. So, yep, okay. So now we will roll a 1d6 +1 here. Ooh, okay, so that's a 7. Okay, so we attacked him for 7. So now he is left with 3 health points. Okay, starting off strong there. And then now we want to see how much they will attack us for. So now for them, they would roll. So this is a monster / Dungeoneer attack action table. So we will roll 1d4. Whoops. Okay, so they rolled a 2. So now they will attack me for 1d4 +1 here. Okay, so they attacked me for 2. So now I am at 28. And then now we attack again. So 1d6 +1. 3 +1 is a 4. So now these guys are dead. Great, so we just completed our first encounter. And now we can roll on the loot table over here. So we'll do a 1d8. Okay, so we rolled a 4. And so now we have a choice here. We can get a wooden shield that can block for 3 attacks, or we can get an arcane sword that'll give us a 1d8 +3. I kind of want that arcane sword, so I think I'll do that. So we will do, yeah, so we'll just drop this staff here. and get that arcane sword. Okay, so we have a arcane sword and a 1d8 plus 3. Wow, this will be a strong weapon. Okay, cool. So we can now move on. So yeah, so now we can move along here. Let's go to room 5. So there is a P there, which means that there is a portal present in this room, but we need to clear the room first before we attempt to decipher the runes to open the portal. So we will roll on the encounter table here. Okay, we have now a trap. So now we must see if we can avoid this trap. So that's where we use our dexterity. And we have to roll a 1d6. I'll put a table here, but we'll roll a 1d6 for any dex or charisma saves. And a 5 and above is a success. So we do have a +1 with our modifier here. So let's see. Okay, so we got a 2. So that's a 1 plus a 1 is a 2. So that is a fail, unfortunately. And so instead, we get hit by that trap, and now we have to roll a 1d4 to see how much health points we lose. 1. Okay, so we just lose 1 health point here. So now we are at 27. And then now, since that encounter is cleared, we can next try to do a charisma save to decipher the runes. So you can see here, charisma used for intimidating Dungeoneers or deciphering runes here. Also, I should update this to 5 and 5. Okay, so let's see if we can get at least a 5. Ooh, look at that. So we got a 6 plus a 1 is a 7. Awesome. So we have deciphered the portal rune. So now we can go to any other room with a P in it. So there's 7, and then there's room 2. Let's go to room 7. Okay, so we are in room 7. And now we must roll for the encounter table here. Okay, so we got a 2, another trap here. Okay, so let's see if we can avoid this trap. Doing a dex save. 3, 4. Okay. So we couldn't avoid the trap there. So we must roll on the trap table to see how many health points we have lost. Okay, so we lost 1 again. So now we are at 26. Okay, and let's see if we can decipher this portal door and see if we can travel to maybe room 2 this time. Yeah, let's try that. Oh, nice. Okay, so we are able to successfully travel to room number 2. And now we must roll on the encounter table here. 4. Okay, so we have encountered a monster. So let's see what the monster type is. Ooh, a giant spider. Alright, so let's see. I will attack that giant spider, but first we must figure out their starting health points here. Okay, so we got a 2. So they have a 7. So 7 out of 7. And then now we attack first, so we can roll a 1d8 plus 3 here. Ooh, look at that. That is all in one hit. We were able to destroy that spider. Awesome. Okay, so let's see on the loot table here. Okay, so we got a 1. And, ooh, we have a choice to get either a healing potion or an ability pendant. I will do that ability pendant here. And I want that to be applied to my charisma. Actually, I want that applied to my dexterity. So, that'll give me a +2. Awesome. Okay, so now, let's see here. We will roll a 1d6 to decipher the portal runes again. Sweet. Okay, that was a success. Let's go to room 7 again. Let's just see. And then we roll on the encounter table. A 5. Ooh, okay. We have come across a Dungeoneer. So, let's see here. So for a Dungeoneer, we must roll on the Dungeoneer like table over here, which I'll show you guys. Where is it? Oh yes, right here. Okay, so we have met our competitor, so we now have to roll on the Dungeoneer action table. So that action table is right over here. So we'll see. So 1d4. Okay, so we got a 3. Okay, so a 3 is they're hostile and they attack you first, and we continue with combat. Okay, so they attack us first. So that means we roll on this to see how much they hit us for. So 1d4. Okay, so they rolled a 2, so that means they attack us for a 1d4 plus 1. Okay. Oh wait, first I totally forgot. I need to roll on the health point table here. So let's see their starting health point. Okay, so 4, so they start off with 12. Okay, so 12, 12, and then I think it was a 1d4 plus 1 that they attack us for. So that is a 4. 2. Okay. And should use my healing potion soon. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so now our turn. So we will roll a 1d8. So this plus a 3 and attack them with our arcane sword here. Ooh. So 8 plus 3 is 11. Okay, so they have 1 health point left. Okay. And then we'll see how much they attack us for. So 1d4. Whoops. 4. Okay. So that would be a 1d4 plus 3. Oh man. Okay. So that is a total of 4. Okay, so now we're down to 18. Okay, yeah, I definitely should use my healing potion soon. Okay, so 18. And then for us, a 1d8 plus 3, slash them. Okay, so it's 5. So they are dead. Great. And then now we roll on the loot table here. Let's see what they get. Okay, so we got... Ooh, we can do another ability pendant. Actually, yeah, I might do that. Instead of... Yeah, okay, so I'll apply that to my charisma this time. And then we will use my healing potion to give myself 5 health points back. So, what is that? 23? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, okay. Sweet. And then, let's see. I think I'm going to skip out on the charisma save to try to decipher the runes. So I think I'm going to go to room 9. Let's see what happens in room 9 here. Okay, so in room 9, we roll 1d6, 4. Okay, so we're coming across a monster. And let's see. Okay, so that is a giant spider. And now let's see what their starting health point is. A 3. Okay, so they get 10. And so since this is a monster, we can attack first. So we'll do a 1d8 plus 3. Okay, so that is a 4. So now they're down to 6. And then they attack us for 1d4 plus 3. Okay, so 7. Oof, okay. And then we attack again, 1d8 plus 3. Sweet. Okay, so we have defeated them. A little bit of a drink, a little sip there. Okay. And then now, so we defeated them, so now we can roll on the 1d8 table. Okay, so we got 6. We can do a wooden shield or an arcane sword. I think I'll do a wooden shield here. A wooden shield. And then that'll cover us for 3 attacks, okay. 3 attack defense. Yeah, so 3 attack defense. Okay, cool. So we will now move along here. Let's go to room 4. And let's see what is in room 4. Okay, so we have come across a Dungeoneer. And let's see what their starting health point is. 3. Okay, so 10. Okay. And then we will do the Dungeoneer action table here. Okay, 2. They are trying to steal your ancient tome, but since we don't have an ancient tome yet, they are hostile and they attack you first. So we continue with combat. Okay, so they attack us first. So 1d4. Okay, so they attack us for 1d4 plus 3. So let's see. Ooh, okay, so they attack us for 4. Okay, so 2. Alright. And then we attack them with our... Oh, wait. I could do... Oh, man, I totally forgot about my shield. Okay, whatever. I'll do that next time. So now 1d8 plus 3. Okay, so 5. Alright, and then how much do they attack us for? So 1d4. Okay, so that is a 1d4 plus 0. So that is just a 2. So now we're at 10. Oh man. Okay, we are... Oh wait, but I can block all of those. That's right, with my wooden shield. So I'm still at 12. And then we attack. Okay, so a 3. So that's a total of 6, so we have defeated them. Awesome! And then... Let's see. Now we roll on the loot table here. I totally forgot. If the Dungeoneer died, you gain an ancient tome. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that rule. Okay. Yeah, so I think I came across 2 Dungeoneers, so I technically would gain 2 ancient tomes here. Yeah. Oh man, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, okay. Cool. So... Oh wow, I totally forgot. Okay. It's kind of embarrassing. I made my own game and I forgot about that rule. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So if a Dungeoneer died, then you gain an ancient tome. Yep, that's right. Okay, so here, I made a note here. So there are different ways to get an ancient tome. You can get a result of 5 and up, trying to avoid a trap by defeating a monster and getting a 7 to an 8 after rolling on the loot table. So you can choose either to get a legendary item or an ancient tome, or by defeating a Dungeoneer in combat or stealing an ancient tome from them. Okay, that's right. Okay, yeah, sorry about that, guys, if that was confusing. Okay, so we will continue on. Let's go to room 3 here. So in room 3, let's see. Okay, so we came across a trap. So now we must do a dex save. So 1d6 plus 2. Okay, so that is a 3. Unfortunately, we did not. Ooh, we couldn't survive that. So we will do a 1d4. See in the trap table here. Okay, we lost 6 health points here. Oh man. Okay. Okay, so we are at 6. And now let's go to room 4 again. And let's see what's in this. Okay, so there's another trap. Okay, so now we must roll for the dex save. Okay, so we got 5. Oh wait, no. We got 4. Oh wait, no, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, so that is a success. So we have survived a trap, and that means that we can get an ancient tome. Okay, so now we have 3 out of the 5 there. Okay, now let's go to room 9. Let's see. Okay, so we have come across another trap. Alright, so let's see if we can get an ancient tome. Ooh, look at that. 5, 6, 7, another success. Awesome. So now we have 4 ancient tomes. And then let's go to room 7 and figure out this encounter here. And then we'll do a charisma check for the portal room. Okay, so we came across a monster. So this monster is a undead spirit. And let's see what the starting health is. Okay, 5. Alright, so not bad. Okay, so now we have a 1d8 plus 3. Slash him with our arcane sword here. 6. Perfect. All in one hit. Okay, and then now we roll for the loot table. Okay. So we got a 2. Oh, we can do a healing potion. I'll use that right away to heal. So now we are at 11. Cool. And then we'll do a charisma check to decipher the runes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. So we have deciphered the runes, and now let's teleport to the 5th room here. So let's see. A 1d6 encounter. Okay, so we came across a Dungeoneer. Let's see what their starting health point is. Okay, so that is a 12. Alright, and then now, let's see how they're responding to us. Okay, they're going to try to steal our ancient tome. So we need to do a dex or a charisma save. I guess it doesn't matter since my stats are all the same. I'll say charisma. Let's see if I can intimidate them. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that is a success. Okay, that is awesome. So we are safe, and they don't take our tome. So yeah, so to avoid them. Okay, great. And then now let's go to room 1. Let's see what's in room 1. Okay. Oh, whoops. 1d6. A 3. Okay, so we have a monster. What's the monster type here? A hobgoblin. Let's see what their starting health point is. A 3. Okay, so 10. So let's update this. So 10 and a 10. Okay, so now we do a 1d8 plus 3. Ooh, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, great. So we defeated them. And let's see the loot table here, what we can get. Oh, look at that! We got an 8, and so we found our 5th ancient tome. Awesome! Wow, okay, well that worked out. And now we have made it to the end. And then we bring it back to Albie, the 5 ancient tomes, and look at that. Okay, wow, well that went really well. Okay, I think this is a lot more balanced compared to last time. Yeah, I think this is a lot better. And I also like the fact that it is harder for you to find the ancient tomes, so you either have to avoid a trap and successfully do a dex save, or you can defeat a monster and get a 7 to an 8 after rolling on the loot table. I think this is what makes it harder. Or you can defeat a Dungeoneer in combat or steal an ancient tome from them. I think having this one as an option is a good way to like make it harder. But yeah, okay, wow, that went a lot better. Yeah, I think this is a lot more balanced now. And I think having the healing potion at the start is helpful too. So, okay, great. Yeah, this went really, really well. All right. Okay, so I guess that is it for my game. I have another person in mind who will play test for me, so I kind of just want his thoughts on it. And then after that, we'll see, and I guess we can release this game later on this month. So, thank you everyone for joining me on this adventure in Dungeoneer-for-Hire. I'm really, really excited for you guys to try it out. And again, thank you so much to Weeping Wick over here. Thank you so much, Weeping Wick, for this amazing candle. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I do like the other 2 more, but then again, that's just my opinion. I'm not really a huge cherry type of person, I guess. But either way, still smells amazing and great. But okay, that is it for today's session. I'll see you guys next time.